All right, y'all. Welcome back to Henny Tea with Dira, the podcast. Somebody told me to call it the T-Cast, and I may steal that later on.
As you should.
Thank you to WEGSTUDIOS, of course, for letting me film here and, look good in a space. So today we have a very, very special guest. Y'all waiting to hear from my man. Y'all waiting to hear what he got to say. And of course, he sang it to me.
Yes, of
Per.
course, of course.
So today we have Jameson, aka Island Boy of Bobby I Love You Per. I like to call y'all by y'all
I love
names
that. Thank
other
you.
than the show names.
Thank you.
So tell me about Jameson. I know originally you're from the Bahamas. When did you come here?
Okay. Well, everyone know I'm from Bahamas. And I've been in America from since 2008.
Okay.
2008, I've came to America, stayed abroad, studied abroad, went to the University of Texas, got my degree. I have 2 degrees. I have a minor in communications and a bachelor's in marketing. I then still studied on, my education. However, I was still running track.
Okay.
So that's where Track Boy came in.
Okay.
I was still running track. I was still running for the Bahamas. I was still doing certain things to keep my body in shape, still doing, extra curriculum. But unfortunately, I guess God had it in his favor for me to be in entertainment. So from 2008 to now, it's been a roller coaster through different, people know there's been different marriages. There's been, different situations I've been in. So, now it's just Jameson finding Jameson. I think God had it set, whereas, it's never too late. I think in my younger years, in my 20s, I think, he setting me up to be in the industry. Now, with me being in my 30s, I'm more wiser.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cautious, and I understand, what's the next level. So that's me now.
So tell me about these marriages. Somebody said you've been married twice. Is that true?
I'm so mad they actually put that on television. But it was,
You could just tell me if you say
I
yes,
was married twice. I was married twice. To be honest with you, I was married twice to a male and a female. A lot of people don't know that. I was married twice to a male and a female. The female, we both understood each other. We both, came off of a track background.
Okay.
We both then, understood the assignment in loving one another. But then yet again, it got the friction between us, it became a lot.
Okay.
And we both made it our diligence to say, okay, hey, let's be friends. Let's move in different locations, different areas. So
it wasn't a nasty divorce.
It wasn't a nasty divorce, but the male marriage
was a nasty divorce.
It wasn't. Oh, you tried it, but you know what's so funny? Because they already know who he is. But with Terrence, I'm gonna say his name because I still care for him, still love him. No matter what happens, we were married. There's certain things I can't take away.
Okay.
So with him, it wasn't a nasty divorce. We were just on two separate pages. We came into the marriage knowing that we loved each other, knowing that we grew to love each other, knowing that we were in a friendship for 12 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing a friendship can build a beautiful relationship, we took a leap of faith. I think it became so overbearing with both of us, with him not understanding certain things, with him, having the insecurities of, people coming up to me. So I wouldn't even know how he would deal with this with me being who I am now. So I thank God things happen for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at that, But with that second marriage, it showed me a lot of things because it showed me, my life. It showed me my true colors of being in a gay relationship. This is what I should expect. This is what I should, endure. That you shouldn't run from the certain situations because, this is how you get over humps. This is how you get over obstacles. So with that marriage, I think, two heads was bumping and we just didn't
mix.
We didn't mix.
Okay.
I mean, he's okay. I'm okay. We still say hello, hi. If we see each other, there's not a communication texting line. However, it is what it is.
Okay, and that's fine. You go through stages in life. Sometimes people are for a season.
That's it. Not everybody wants to be the main character.
Yes.
But to be honest with you, not everybody will make it to the end.
And that's
it.
So, coming into reality TV, right? Did you always want to do reality TV, or this opportunity came to you?
The opportunity came to me.
So tell me, you didn't audition for Bobby I Love You Per?
I did not audition for Bobby I Love You Per.
So how did you get on Bobby I Love You Per?
Okay, me and Bobby met in LA to a mansion party.
Okay.
I was at a mansion party. It was actually on the day before my birthday, April 12th. Me and Bobby, communicated at a mansion party on April 12th, and he asked me, "Do you want to be on a show that he's about to, drop in the summer?" And I said, what the show is? And I said, I better be in the top 2 pick. That was the little inside scoop. I said, I better be in the top 2 pick. He's like, I got you. But the thing is, like, we communicated, the chemistry was, genuine. We never communicated about the show. We never talked about the show. I just said, yes, why not? Let's go ahead. It doesn't matter. He liked it, my personality right there and then. So he knew it would have been good television. So I never interviewed for the show. He already knew, what was going to bring out of the show. Bitch, you got to check for it. So, hey, I'm not mad at it, Mr. Likes. At least Mr. Wade, Bobby Wade. Sorry.
Mr. Wade, Bobby Wade. Okay, so coming into the show, how was being in the house, production, the boys? Tell me about your reality TV show experience.
Ugh. It's so funny. Reality TV is reality TV. What you see is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
What you see is what you get. When the camera's here, like now, when the camera's here, you have to put on. You have to, give people what they want to see, especially in the entertainment industry you're going in. You know what Zeus is embedded to. Mm-hmm. Welcome to Zeus. Anybody that hears Zeus, they're going to look for, one, a fight, mm-hmm. or, some sort of drama in there. And which is fine because that's what we like today. That's society. There's no shade. The younger generation now, that's what they like to see. People love to see entertainment. They don't want to see something so dry like the news. Every 2 or 3 years, for the past 4 years, Trump is on the news every day. Mm-hmm. So it's something different. It's entertainment. And coming into entertainment business with Zeus, I loved it because it gave me an eye opener, eye catcher on what I should expect in any other industry. Mm-hmm. He gave shout out to Lemmy.
Shout out to Lemmy.
He gave me the idea on, how can you build your platform and, what are you doing at the moment and how you're going to elevate and what people are going to see. And I never expected that until I started to see the followers. I started to see the people. I started to see, different fame.
Because people have loved you from episode 1.
I was confused on why because I didn't do shit.
You came off that motherfucking bus. He did some stuff, y'all. Episode 1.
I didn't do shit.
And the way you talk, the way you talk to people, everything's a punchline, everything's a catch line. You're just really good for TV to me. You're reality TV gold.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So in the house, right? Let's be going in the house. I want to know, do you and Rerun really have a beef? Is that really a thing? I call y'all Cardi B and Nicki Minaj.
Well, I'm Cardi B.
Yes, you're definitely Cardi.
Cardi B, he a little older. No shade.
Barbs unite.
No shade. I love Nicki Minaj. But you understand?
He's been there, so he would be Nicki. You were definitely the Cardi.
That's what I'm trying to say. I love Nicki. I love Nicki Minaj. That Cardi, Nicki. 2019, 2022. Big difference. So, I think with Rerun, and it's so crazy how you say that. Me and Rerun don't have no beef. We don't have no problem with each other, to be honest with you. It's like learning television, learning one another, learning the show, knowing what you need to do for a show, knowing what you need to do to make the show a hit. So I think, but there were times, I'm not going to lie, there were times where Rerun felt as if basically he had the advantage on telling me how to produce or how to, go about certain things. And that's where it irritated me. He was like an itch in my fucking skin. So I was like, you can't tell me what to do when I'm presenting the show. I'm giving you television when you're just in the background and going off of what I say after that. So it wasn't that. It was the mere fact that I knew what I needed to do in the moment. So people tend to perceive me one thing, and have an objective of me in another way. But I'm really down to earth. I'm lovable. I'm cool. I'm chill. I'm human.
You are. You're very nice. People always ask me, when you meet these people, how are they like? I'm like, they're very nice. They're like regular people.
We are. And I think that's the perception of a lot of people in society today. I guess the fans tend to see, and I don't call them fans, I guess call you friends. I don't say fans, friends. Friends tend to see, television. They tend to see what we were scripted or made or paid to say, knowing that that's not our actuality, real life. And I think if some people could take the opportunity to just sit back and say, let me go through his page, let me see who he really is, let me see what he's presenting without judging him, and then they go off a show and they judge you from the show, so I can't get mad at that. I don't read the comments. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't read the comments. I don't go. The comments would give you a headache. The comments would get you depressed.
I gotta learn not to be a comment reader
at all. Bitch, you be emotional. No shade. You be emotional.
I don't even be emotional. I give really I'll just argue with the people. I can't be arguing with
because
people
you care what they say. You care what they say, so of course you're gonna argue. You care what they say. I care what someone says.
I'll say that. I do be caring,
That's
especially if it's wrong. Like, bitch, no,
right.
no.
You care what someone says, and that's with Cash, and I loved him, but he cares what people say, and when you're on a platform like this, who
You
gives a
gotta
fuck?
blind noise it.
Who cares? Like, you do not know me. I do not know you. I give you the 3 Fs. You don't feed me. You don't fuck me. Nor you finance me. So why do the fuck I give a fuck what you say to me?
I'm gonna learn that from you. You're gonna have to beat that into my head a couple of times.
No, to be honest with you, because I'm saying to myself, bitch, I'm sleeping properly. I know where my residuals are coming from, and I'm happy. So why does it matter? And I think that right there, stop a lot of society today, a lot of human beings today, when they think of what other people would, think of them. Live your life to the fullest. I think a lot of things has transformed in our eyes, has developed in our eyesight from 2019 to 2022. So a lot of people should have an understanding that, bitch, okay, there's a transgender in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? HIV does exist.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't take that to the magnitude, and a lot of people tend to be scared
To
of
speak
that.
on that type of
Speak
stuff?
of that, but we'll get into
We'll
some
get
things.
into that later.
Speak
Because
into some
right now,
things.
I'm still on the show. I want to know how you felt about almost being sent home several times, but still saying. So is this because in the
girl.
beginning you like, I'm supposed to be top 2 from the beginning?
Girl, go girl.
You said you was never going home.
I was never going nowhere. I was never going anywhere. The whole house knew what was going on.
And they say that. They say that they knew you were going to win. You knew you was going to win.
Look at me.
Look at you.
No, and a lot of people say, oh, he's so conceited, he's so arrogant, he's so cocky. No, it's confidence. It's confidence, guys. It's confidence. I've been beat down, I've been defeated, I've been, turned around, I've been denied.
Okay.
But to build the confidence you have today, it's confidence.
Mm-hmm.
People may hate that. People might be like, ugh. But you can't build or you can't break me. Honestly, you cannot break my confidence. You can't break my spirit. You can't break anything from me because I know what Jameson has embedded. I know what Jameson has endured. I know what Jameson is going to go to.
Okay.
So anybody else, they can suck my ass with a coffee straw, bitch.
Not the coffee, the super small straw. Jameson, please. Okay, so let's talk Handler. Did you meet Handler before y'all got to the house, or did you meet Handler in the house? And how do you feel that became such a big thing? Like whatever you had going on with the Handler.
Can I take a shot for this one? Because I have a lot to say on the Handler.
Oh.
Let's get a shot for this one.
Mr. Davion.
Let's get a shot.
No,
No, fuck that. It's the Handler. That's the name. That's the name, the Handler. That's what they gave him. I don't know why they feel as if they should change your name. Handler, you got your name off of me. Like Bobby said, I got off of Island Boy off of you. The Handler, if I didn't kiss you, nobody would have ever known you. Let's speak about it. Oh, girl, I'm not drunk, baby. Not my problems. That's your problems.
No.
Your problems.
No, you go on all
okay,
day.
but girl, your problem's cute. You don't got no bad problems, girl. You look happy.
Period.
Are you happy?
I am happy.
You in love?
I am in love.
Ah!
Oh, now him asking me questions. No, back to the Handler.
Okay.
Back to the Handler.
Okay, girl, hold on. This shot for you guys. Bessie? Okay. Now let me mix me a drink. Because we got to talk. We got to get in some things.
Just
Friend.
make sure you keep the
Friend.
close.
We're going to get in some things. Because Mr. Handler tried it. Little did Mr. Handler know, he has a warrant come for his arrest. Yikes. Little did the Handler know, he has a warrant out for his arrest. That's the thing. See, when you play a puppy lick your mouth. And he tried to lick my mouth. I'll say that. And you got to realize this. You got to realize this. The show is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But reality is another. You can do, like, the DA, I even have the video. The DA said.
What video?
No,
Before we get to that, tell me about how you even end up in talks with the Handler. How you meet Davion, how you end up Handler.
The first night of the show, no, the first night when I came into the house, not even to the house, the first night when I came into Miami.
Okay, because y'all stayed at a hotel.
We stayed at the hotel. For the first 3 days, we stayed at the hotel. everybody got to mix and mingle. We had, photo shoots. We had interviews for the first 3 days. So the first day, everybody gelled together. Everybody was at the pool. We decided, smoke. We started to drink together. So everybody's together. Um, with the handler, he was intriguing. You feel me? He was quiet. He was standoff. He didn't say much to a lot of people, but his eyes was just solely on one person. With me, I'm not gonna go after anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So when somebody say you
So
came,
he came on to you.
right? So when you say, oh, he came after me because he know I wasn't in the right headspace, bitch, girl, stop.
Mm-hmm.
That was never the case. We was coming down from the pool. We came down and we was on the fourth floor. I never forget it. We came down from the fourth floor. We started to talk coming inside of the elevator. We exchange numbers. But however, we had already had numbers because everybody exchanged numbers at the pool
Mm-hmm.
as a group. We exchanged numbers, but his number, was segregated because he was not a part of the cast, and we knew that. But with him, he already knew who his eye was set on. We exchanged texts. We exchanged words. Yes. However, there was never nothing during that time.
Mm-hmm.
We kissed, I think, the second day. It's not I think. We kissed the second day.
But y'all were still at the hotel, not
We were
in
still
the
at the
house.
hotel. We was not at the house.
Okay.
We kissed the second day. But when we saw that when we did that kiss, that was it. So I was so confused on, it could have explored to be more.
Mm-hmm.
But I already knew what I came to the show for, and I already know people's intentions. And my mind is like, fuck. But it had already happened.
Mm-hmm.
When we went into the house,
So who snitched? How Bobby found out?
we went into the house. When we went into the house, everybody was peaches and cream. Me and the handler wasn't talking. But the handler has, friendship with Savage. Savage name would have never been Savage. Savage name would have been Snitch. They changed it to Snitch in one of the eliminations. They changed it to Snitch in one of the eliminations. Y'all didn't know that, but they changed Savage to Snitch in one of the eliminations because he was talking everybody business except his.
Mm-hmm.
Because, sweetie, I did elimination. I could have talked your business and you and Cash fucked the first night of the hotel. I didn't speak on that. You feel me? But they tried to, mind you, when you knew who the winner's going to be and they know, because Jason Lee came to me.
Mm-hmm.
And they sat me down inside the room, and Cash knew that. They told everybody to leave, and they wanted to speak to me. They okay, Jameson, what's going on? You're too good for television. We need a plot. We need a storyline. We need something to go about to making you look good because we see you as the top two in the show, which is cool. So
we need mystery. We need drama.
yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
they wanted to know what was going on, and they said we hear something going on between you and Davion. I said, how the fuck you know that?
Yeah, like.
So when they said that, I'm like, I don't lie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't lie. So I told Jason Lee immediately. I said, okay, yeah, we kissed the first night, the second night inside of the hotel, but it was just a kiss. That was it. So they went off of that,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when we came to the elimination. They said, okay, what was going on? The drama, blah 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 blah. But I already knew the storyline. They knew what they was gonna say. They knew how it was gonna play out. Bobby knew everything already because they prepared him for it.
Mm-hmm.
So when everything came about, I'm like, y'all doing this for TV. This is my first time, being on television, so I knew how it was. But how I knew it was television was in different scenes when people come to me, the producer come to me and say, Jameson, you gotta realize this is television.
Mm-hmm.
You can't find love knowing that everybody's there. This is television. So when my feelings got involved, they tried to tell me to take it out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Bobby did not know. When my feelings got involved, they would literally tell me take my feelings out of it because this is television. So, sorry, Mr. Wade, how could you find love when somebody is telling you something different?
Mm-hmm.
That's the question I want to ask him.
So were you there to find love, like eventually?
To be honest with you, eventually, yes, because I was just coming out of marriage December.
Okay.
My divorce was final December 21st. So July would have been, a good headspace for me to just, go into something different, explore, see what it is again to be on the market.
Okay.
And I think when I came into the situation with Bobby in July, it was like, okay, cool. We there, we cool. So I went in immediately to let him know my life experience because I didn't want to be played with. I didn't want to, people to perceive something different, but I only could give you television. When I think he knew my charisma, he knew my character, he knew everything about me. So it was like, okay, you can bring television, but then yet again, let me see what it is. I get where he was hurt, but we were talking to that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. But it wasn't no more than who I was bringing to myself. It was just Jameson bringing me. I'd never expected to have an impact on the LGBT or even the straight community because it's just I live how I live my daily life. I do not lie. I try not to lie. I try not to stray away, from the truth because at the end of the day, basically, I have to think about it. And when I think about it, like, what the fuck did I say? Bitch, I ain't got time to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I can tell you what I say so I can know what the fuck I said to you the first time so you have to come back to ask me the second time. So that was it.
What about cast members? Tell me your fave when you was in the house, your least fave when you was in the house.
Girl, you tried it. Oh, you tried it. My favorite should. Okay, and this is evidence.
This is in the house, not
This
after
is no,
the house.
mind you, in the house. In the house, the person who I think was my favorite was Crush.
I love him. Even on a reunion, he
I
was great.
think Crush was my favorite. He had so much downtime, and people didn't see who he was. I loved his.
After you drug him in the damn pool like that.
Okay, we were friends. Hold on. First of all, bitch. First of all, bitch, girl, you in the heat of the moment, mama. And when you in the heat of the moment, as a Bahamian, I don't do too much talking, bitch. I don't give a fuck who you is. You could be Jesus and the 12 disciples, baby. I will pot you
Why
like
would
Moses
you
pot
do
the Red
him
Sea.
like
Like God pot the
that?
Red Sea, bitch. I'm gonna pot you, bitch. There's no shade. There's no shade. But you know what's so crazy? We rekindled our relationship and our friendship after that. So I was not mad at that. He gave so much spunk. I'm like, damn. Like there was never a moment where he let up on me. There was never a moment where he let up on me. And I was like, damn, this boy is really gonna give television. And I liked it because he showed who he really was. He gave his personality. And he was fucking really about his bag. If y'all see Crush right now, Crush is doing makeup. He's doing his hair. He's about his bag. He's not letting the TV show stop his image. He's not letting the TV show stop
He don't do a lot of talking about the TV show either.
He don't let it stop his brand. Bitch, this boy's just working with Offset. Cardi B. Come on now, let's be real.
Period.
I wouldn't stop either. The fuck? Good job, Crush. Keep going.
And least fave in the house.
Mm.
Y'all gonna be mad at him. Who is the least?
Do I say it?
Yes, you say it. Because today we say everything.
Girl, you want me to say everything today.
Okay, not everything. Certain things.
You want me to say everything today. But my least favorite in the house, what? Let me think about it. Hold on.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I feel like you were well evolved, like well liked.
It just keep on sticking to me. So I can't get mad at what I'm keep on saying right now. My least favorite in the house is Big Burr. The reason I say Big Burr is never the fact I commend him. I give him credit. He's he's talented. He does what he does. But Big Burr didn't show who he was in the house. Reason being is he felt defeated. When somebody tell you something and you put your head down, I feel like you're defeated. Like, the shit you show online, like, bitch is not gonna do this and bitch is not gonna do that and we're not gonna do it on site, you didn't show on camera. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Knowing that you already been in television before, so you already had a camera in the front of your face, why didn't display who you really were?
Where he been on television at before?
But what the fuck? I just saw it the other day.
Oh, somebody, they be digging y'all past
right.
That. I
just saw it the other day. He was
okay.
Clearly, that's not on my mind. So, but I just saw it the other day on the Zeus Tees where he was on something. But I call him a Ruben Sutter because he's talented. He can sing off his ass. You know what I'm saying? He could rap. It was a scene where him and Bakari went into a battle challenge and they didn't show that. I was so mad they didn't show that. And it showed who and displayed who he was. But I felt as if he was defeated in the house. That's the only way that he was my least favorite because he could have soared to the top and show Bobby like, bitch, I may be big. I'm going to be a panda bear, bitch. But I show you, bitch. Let me show you motherfucking one thing, bitch. I look better than these other niggas, baby. My dick can get hard, bitch. And I show you I can fuck real good. There's no shade. Hi.
I think more of like the fat shaming jokes probably just, ruin his time, maybe.
Not really.
Not really?
Not really, because Bobby said it one time.
Okay.
And the thing is, you have umpteen times to trump that. Umpteen time to show who you really are. Umpteen time to show your personality. But if you're an artist, you should already know there are going to be people who's going to dislike
say that.
you.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So why you let one person? Why would you let one person make you feel defeated? That's the question. And that's why I say he was my least favorite, because he didn't show so much more. Like, he is talented. I give him credit where credit is due, because, bitch, I can't sing with the hats, bitch. You must know. That's it. That's all you can get from me. But he's talented. And I just feel as if when he displayed his character on television, he felt defeated when somebody tried to diminish his light. And I didn't like Bobby for that, but, you know, you should have showed him better. You can tell him.
I like that you said that's your least favorite because he didn't show his full potential. Nothing catty, but
Nothing
because
catty.
you should have did your full potential. I love that.
It would never be, the whole cast, it was never catty for me. And I think that's what they're looking for right now. They're waiting for that in this interview. There was nothing catty with the whole cast at all, to be honest with you. There's nothing catty. You have to learn people personalities first. And then when you learn that their personalities, you have to adapt it to people's energy.
Okay.
And some energies was off, some energies was there. You know, some energies you can say, okay, bitch, I can fuck with you, but I don't want to fuck with you. And if people learn that, we'd be better off in life.
True.
Like, what is there to talk about? What is there to speak about when I already know how you are, when I already know how you move? If I know how you move and you don't fuck with me, I learned that in the beginning. So
And move forward, move
I'm
around
be
it.
mindful, so I'm moving forward with it. But people tend, in the gay lifestyle we live in, they tend to look for the drama. They tend to look for the back and forth. With me, throw away the key. It is what it is. I learned it.
So let's talk your win. It's the face you made when you won and you knew you were winning.
I know. First and foremost, hold on, wait. You know what sealed the deal for me when I
What?
won? Was when Rerun looked like a fucking cheap H&M fucking hand-me-down.
He said, oh no, y'all
Bitch, she was
matching.
wearing
Y'all didn't
H&M,
tell me.
mama.
I think he should have known, like, last episode, come in your best
Girl,
dress.
she wear the same shirt 3 episodes back to back to back. So at the end of the day, sweetie, I was trying to figure out, like, girl, you supposed to come in your good fucking outfit, your good suit, your best outfit, your Sunday outfit, bitch. You didn't come in, you came in like you looking like Monday.
Oh, my God. Okay.
So I laughed at it. I wasn't mad at it. I was like, oh, I have this in a bag. And it was actually 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
It was 6, 7 o'clock in the morning doing the final finale. I'm like, I'm exhausted. It ain't. Did y'all see my face? I was like this. I was tired. And Rerun them, they like to stay up on whatever the fuck they stay up on, mama. Whatever they stay up on, baby. As you can see, 2 people were live and awake at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
I'm not playing with you.
Bitch, I'm being honest, baby. And it wasn't me. Call me
Okay.
Shaggy.
Okay, so after your win, how did that go? After you won the show and you and Bobby Lytes are supposed to be a couple, honey.
Okay. After I won, me and Bobby were supposed to go to the Bahamas. But I had,
He spoke on that.
Yes, I had a case going on. But the case that was going on was never severe. The case that was actually going on, which I had to make something, because Zeus like to be in your business. They like to find out the tea and what's not. The case I had going on was what I had dealing with my first marriage. You understand?
Okay.
My first marriage and my second marriage got coincide together.
Okay.
And that's really because immigration USCIS don't communicate. Even though I might have a green card, they didn't know that. So I had to go to court. I had to go to court July 27th, but I was still in Miami filming the show. You understand? So I had to go to court to just give my documents, give my green card, and show them, and so they could actually lift everything and uplift the whole of what I was going through because of what Trump put a hold on everything else in 2016.
Okay.
See, people didn't know certain things, so I'm finally clearing the air. But that was it. Because my first marriage and my second marriage, they coincide together. Even though I got my shit from the first marriage, the second marriage I still applied. Even though I applied for that in the second marriage, I had already approved and got my shit from the first marriage. So they wanted wanted me to come in court to show them the documents
From the
with my
first
lawyer
marriage
from the
and
first
stuff.
marriage, which is fine. I didn't mind that. So
You
when
missed it though?
I did miss it for Bobby. I had to go back, which my manager and my agents know. On February 5th, I just have to go back and show documents.
That's the day before my birthday.
Oh.
Do your big one in court.
Girl is already given. Look. What God has already spoken,
It's for you.
nothing should not be unsaid.
I love that.
That's it. I mean, February 5th, everything will be done. Everything will be uplifted, and I'll be back to the Bahamas. I'm going home the first trip I can.
I love the Bahamas. I've been to the Bahamas twice.
Which part?
I've been to, tourism part, like
Nassau.
Paradise Island, Nassau.
Okay, that's where I'm from.
Okay.
That's
But
what's
I've
up.
I've
Big up to
stayed
the
off the
242.
island. I've stayed off of just like Atlantis Island. I've rode the bus and been through the streets and
Okay.
everything. So I do like the Bahamas. So I'm happy that you get to go back home after you
Yes.
get that together. So
Finally.
you and Bobby didn't get to do that last Bahamas episode that he says that y'all was going to do.
No.
So after you left from the show, you went back to Houston. Bobby goes back to Miami.
Yeah. Immediately. I didn't even stay 6 hours in Miami.
But why not?
I had so much things to do.
Hmm.
One, my dog had to be picking up for me. I had two dogs, two Yorkies,
Hmm.
and I didn't have nobody to take care of them. I was, having somebody watch them. They was leaving to go to town. The show was extended, so the time I had that I was allowed, everything was extended. I had to, figure things out.
Out. Hmm.
Known as me one in my home. I don't have nobody else. It's only me one in my home. Me and my two dogs. I have a life as well. Knowing I've learned the show, build, a connection in the show with Bobby. Just let me go home and figure this out, and then let me come back to Miami. But when I was coming back to Miami, they was in the Bahamas enjoying themselves, which is fine because we communicated, we FaceTime, we doing certain things, and thank God I was in there.
So he went to the Bahamas without you.
Yes, but thank God I was in there because even though my lawyer postponed like Bobby said, postponed the case until February. Not February. They postponed the case until August.
Hmm.
September. Sorry. I could not leave. I could not leave because of that. And it was a different situation, but it was that situation. They had a pre-trial run, but after the pre-trial run, they postponed the shit till February 5th. But I had to go to court that Monday. That's why I couldn't leave that Saturday to the Bahamas.
Okay.
So,
So he goes to the Bahamas, you in Houston. So is this when you and Hot Wheels get to move together?
me and Hot Wheels moved together. I think that at the middle part of August, because Hot Wheels, mind you, Hot Wheels' mother is literally not in Houston. Hot Wheels doesn't have a family in Houston. Hot Wheels rely on people and friends that scorned him, that burned him. Me learning him in the house, people tend to have the wrong perception of him. Yes, I know what he have done in his past. People tend to judge you in your past. Your past can definitely predict your future, which is fine. Not even predict, it can haunt you in the future. But you show something different. And with Hot Wheels never showed me no negativity.
No, me
He
either.
never showed me, no animosity towards me, nor jealousy. So with him moving in with me, and the thing is, he's so private, he's so quiet. He says to himself, he's reserved. The only thing he asks is with me on a daily basis to help him do his rehab. And I love that because he know his rehab is really important. Like he could sign up, he could move 1 foot now, but certain things, the ligaments, the joints, the nerves have to be reactivated, and he's doing that on a daily basis. He's not letting people put him in defeat. So I respect that and I thank you because at the same time he shows me that disability is just a challenge you're just going through in the moment.
That's my boy.
So
I don't play by my Tony. That's my
right.
boy.
So when he did that, and he said, "You want to see me stand up?" And I said, "Move 1 foot." And it was so hard for him to move 1 foot. It was so hard for him to move 1 foot, and his leg was just started to tremble. I said, "You get it." The next day we did the same thing. A week later, he started to move 1 foot with no problems. So it's just that it's the nerves that is finally coming back and generating in his system. But by 2023 April, with me in his corner, he should be able to walk again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you helping him out. I like
Every
that.
day, because we talk to each other every day. Even though I'm in DC right now, like in the morning, I just spoke to him this morning. He's like, I don't feel good. He said, but I'm okay. He said, this is just a flu, but I'm gonna get over it. I said, do you need me to get you a lift to get someplace else? But he knows, I will do whatever it takes for him to be okay. Knowing that even though we were still roommates and knowing we were still together, he's still a brother to me
And
now.
contestants on the show, but being brothers, that's
He's
good.
a brother. Him, Bakari, Soul. Those three, you can't tell me nothing about.
Hey, so
Yeah.
Soul's my favorite.
You can't tell me nothing about them three. Those
Okay.
three, you can't tell me shit about.
I love that. So going home, you guys start going to each other's hostings, right?
Yes.
So how does you and Bobby continue a relationship from you winning the show and y'all are so far apart?
Learning one another is not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You have to learn. Learning one another is not that hard. The time, the energy, the communication you build into a person, somewhat you tend to build trust in there. You tend to build trust somewhere in there, to be honest with you. So, there were times where he would let up. There were times where he knew, hey, this is this is a distance, but this is not going to work because I haven't seen you in so long. But we build the communication, we build the trust. There were so much different things that we didn't do or connect with, but we already knew the communication. We already knew the connection we had within ourselves. You know, a lot of people would know with him being a celebrity, Bobby be up from fucking 11, 12 a.m. until 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the morning. And between those hours, with me not getting sleep, with me not communicating with nobody else, I have to stay up with him because you're a celebrity. You're out in the club. Yes, I know you have different insecurities at times because I'm not with you. We haven't built a bond. So with me trying to build that bond, me trying to build that trust, I would stay up.
Okay. Up all night.
Up all night. And I was emotionally scarred. I was tired. I was drained. It was
Because that's not what you used to.
I wasn't used to that. And I think that's what broke our relationship because there were times you also in the reunion, I said, I told you to come to Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I told you to come to Houston. I told you many times to come to Houston, but you neglected that because of what you had going on. I can't get mad at that. Because you are in the line.
Y'all both have things going on. You have things going on in Houston. He got stuff going on in Miami.
No, it wasn't stuff that I had going on in Houston because I told him I wanted to come to Miami. Let me come to Miami. Let's make it work. You already have these insecurities. You already have these wild thoughts. You know, this is your first relationship in the limelight. So
what about Andre? I thought that was his first relationship.
Girl.
Spill the tea. Nah.
Andre was not a relationship. Listen to me. They put things on for a fucking television show. I don't care how you feel. It was not a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to play the audio. If you want me to, I should. Bitch, I'm a messy bitch. Like she said. Do you want me to play audio?
We've heard the audio, y'all. Andre and Bobby are not exes. They're just people who mess with each other.
Business partners.
Business partners.
Business partners.
And, they were supposed to go on to do other things, and that didn't happen. So that's just that on that.
And that was that because of the matter of fact that he persuaded Andre the same way he tried to persuade me. Oh, baby, I'm a celebrity. Oh, baby, you got to realize I'm a celebrity. When he be to certain clubs and in the house, I'm a celebrity. You got to segregate yourself from Trizzy. You got to stop stuff on the Hot Wheels. You got to, you got to let cash go. Like, they're going to bring down your brand. I'm a celebrity, baby. I'm in real life. I'm a celebrity. I'm like, but I'm human.
Mm-hmm. And you like who you like, and you make bonds with who you like, and things like that. Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
He don't like that. Bobby said y'all done went and decided to create a brotherhood. He don't like that.
And regardless if you created a brotherhood, if I fall in love with you and I like you, my brotherhood does not matter.
Mm-hmm.
But you let that get in the way of everything else.
Okay, so when you was back in Houston and the handler was back in Houston, was you messing with the handler in Houston while Bobby in Miami?
First and foremost, okay, now let me clear this up because we get some things.
Get into some things.
Okay, can you hear me? With the handler situation, when I got back to Houston, he wanted to apologize to me. So he sent some edible arrangements, roses, flowers, big I love you balloons. I'm sorry.
Why
balloons.
you don't send me no roses and flowers and edible arrangements, Daddy? I'm just kidding. Let me stop. Let me not put them on. Go ahead. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
So he sent me all that. I'm sorry I did this. I'm sorry I did that. And it was so cute. It was a cute gesture.
Mm-hmm.
It was different. I just got back. I was like celebrating the high that I won. With him, I didn't talk to nobody else. So with him, I was like, okay, cool. You're looking out. You know what you did. Let me just give you a break. I'm still horny. I'm human. I'm a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, let me talk to him. So we communicated. He came over. We communicated more. Maybe 2 or 3 days later.
Y'all was fornicating.
Girl,
Okay.
I was beating her back in. There was no shade.
For real.
Hold on now. Like I said on the fucking show.
The sex was good though.
The sex was good though. It was a tooted and booted. Period. That was just it. Be a human. Be niggas. We niggas, girl.
So you say his feelings was too involved.
His feelings was too involved. And mind you, his mom could attest to that. His sisters could attest to that. We could attest that he had nothing to do. The handler had nothing to do. You are a big scammer doing fucking fraud. You are doing so much different things to fucking make your life clear and make it sense. You never had a job in your life, but you're getting taxes. Let's talk about it. And you're getting $17,000 taxes. How are you getting $17,000 taxes when you're doing fraud? You never had a job in your life, bitch. So I don't even get $17,000 taxes, bitch. The most tax I get must be was $3,000, $4,000, bitch.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
And I had a dependent, my niece, and she's an American citizen. So I was like, okay, you get seven. You were doing so much different things. How am I going to stop talking was the mere fact that you were running in and out of P.O. boxes. You were in mailboxes at 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, stealing people checks from different areas in Houston, Texas. You were in different areas with you and other people stealing checks, other people mailboxes, because you have the master key for the USPS postal box service.
Oh my God,
so
Jameson. Wait.
Girl, let's talk about it. I'm ready. Hi.
Hey.
You're there?
I am there.
Caller, you're live.
Bitch. Okay. Maybe that's why he got stuff coming for him, indictments or whatever. So did Bobby know about this? Like, were you honest? No.
Bobby was really sold in his feelings because Bobby, is a Scorpio. Bobby's a Scorpio. That's crazy. Bobby's a Scorpio. The hand is a Scorpio. Cash is a Scorpio.
What's your sign?
I'm an Aries.
Really? My mom's an Aries. Crazy. When's your birthday?
April 13th.
My mom's birthday is April 14th.
Guy.
You
know what to do.
Yes. So, how did he find out that you and a handler were messing with each other still after the show?
One of my good friends, Eric, because me and Eric actually got into a situation. Mm-hmm. In Houston, we got into a car accident together. But the car accident we got into was I hit my car. We were heading to the club. I hit my car on the way to the club. Mm-hmm. I was driving his car, but we both was drunk. I was waiting on the black lift. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's okay. I was waiting on my lift to get there. He knew I didn't want to drive. He said, "Go, girl, take my car. You can drive. You know what's not." However, in the moment when we were driving, we had to take an exit. The road was closed. We took an exit to go to 610. We were talking, we were laughing. I was telling him, "Oh my God, I love you." He could tell you, I hit him. I said, "Oh my God, I love you. This is the moment." And it just it flashed before my eyes. He can say that. I said, "Oh my God, I love you." And he said, "Oh girl, we can take a shot." He got the Grey Goose. He had the Grey Goose in his hand and just taking shots. I was unaware that they pressed brakes so abruptly. Mm-hmm. And I just ran into my car. Now, with me telling him, because it was both of our fault, because if I wasn't sidetracked by him, I would have never got in an accident. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, my car's insured, your car's insured. We can pay for the insurance, do what we need to do. I can give you at least $2,000 because Bobby had just created a fines only for me. I had almost $4,000 to $5,000 that was coming back from the fines only. I can give you $2,000. Plus, if you go to my car lot, they can give you $500, additional, so you can get a decent car. I don't want you to get it, and then you just pay your car note. But he didn't want that. He wanted me to pay off his car, knowing that you have insurance. Bitch, you got me fucked up.
The friend Eric.
Right.
Uh-huh.
If you have insurance, bitch, why the fuck should I pay for your car if you have insurance, mama?
I agree. Why you paying for the car out of pocket?
Let me tell you why.
Because you on TV?
No. That was one of them.
Okay.
2, let Miss Bobby pay for a girl. Let Miss Bobby pay for a girl. No, I'm not going to do that. 2, the car was in your name. The car was in your father's name. The insurance was in your name. The insurance was in your father's name. Then top it off, you had a fucking
warrant.
Y'all
be doing some stuff.
You had a warrant under your arrest. You had a warrant under your arrest. That's why we left the scene. There wasn't a warrant under my name at all. So when people come with all these allegations, that's how I don't speak. There was a warrant under your name. That's you say, "Oh girl, my father can get me a truck. He's old. He don't need this insurance. The car's insured." So that's what he was saying. So when he did that,
say when.
Paul, more.
You don't.
That's it. So when he did that, I was like, okay, cool, that's fine, because we had a booking that night as well. So I was in tune, and okay, we can file on the insurance, each other file on insurance, and do what we need to do. I filed under my insurance for my car, but I said it was a hit and run because I didn't want him. I know his license plate. I know everything. But just because he had a warrant on his arrest, we didn't stay on the scene.
Okay.
That was it.
And then he told Bobby about the handler?
Then he told Bobby about everything. Then Bobby ran with it, which is fine. Listen to me.
What's wrong with y'all friends from home telling Bobby our business?
Listen to me, baby. I tell you one thing, girl. When the girls think you fucking have made it, they would do anything for clout.
I don't like that. Okay, so Bobby finds out you in Houston messing with the handler. What happens after that? And this is how much time is between your win and the filming of the reunion?
Not too long, because the reunion we filmed, I think October 20 something, October 22nd, 23rd, 20 in the 20s. And
You left the show.
After I left the show, it was in August, but Bobby didn't know everything until pretty much the end part of September, October. But the crazy part is me, Bobby, stayed in communication. We still was cool. He knew everything. I decided to tell him everything, but it was a little bit too late. Eric kind of told him everything. Eric kind of explored everything. I was trying to diminish everything, try to keep on the rise, because I knew the handler knew a lot. Me and the handler started fucking around September. September 10th. I came from the show in August. September 10th, August. Roughly 1 month.
Roughly 1 month.
So when you say 3-4 months, I'm like, bitch.
Just kind of the months y'all was on the show and she was locked in the
the
room.
The illusion will cause confusion. Cheers. The illusion will cause confusion.
Okay, so let's talk. Sorry, Davion. Messed the handler.
Bye.
Let's talk North Carolina, seeing Cash. This is before the reunion as well. So you and Bobby are not in a relationship anymore. We celebrating Cash's birthday in North Carolina. Cash's
birthday was in Houston with me.
Okay, Houston. Who was in North Carolina?
We met in North Carolina to booking.
Okay.
We met in North Carolina to booking. He came to North Carolina for booking with me. And I think right then we communicated on a different level. We laid inside each other. Nothing happened. We laid inside each other. It's just
but you had his back on the show. Y'all were cool on the show.
His back on the show. And the crazy part is, it just randomly, I was sleeping, he was randomly sleeping. I just started to cuddle, and I cuddled with him. And it just felt so genuine.
Okay.
It was never nothing different. It just felt so genuine. I was like, we was drunk tonight, but we never had sex. And I told him about it. We spoke about it. That's the next day. We laughed about it, and we just wanted to see where we'll go from there. We already knew that it would have been out there in the world, but we're learning each other. I think coming to the final elimination, knowing that I won, the following month, the end of the month, when Bobby did what he did and saying, "Oh, let me tell you about Jameson, let me tell you about Island Boy" on Halloween night, it was no choice for me to just say, okay, y'all thought it was the handler. Me and Bobby is not together for a month later.
Mind you, Halloween night was also finale night.
The finale night.
So the same night we found out that Jameson won Bobby I Love You Per, we also found out Jameson was in a relationship with Cash Vic.
What's so funny? I'm not going to take nothing away.
That's not planned.
That wasn't planned. It happened so abruptly. That happened abruptly. Nobody should have known we were dating. Nobody should have known we were together, because I honestly feel as if basically we were learning each other, learning one another. Like everything should have been done in private, but we're now in the limelight. So how you can take this, how you're going to perceive this, how people are going to take you. They ate it up. However, I didn't eat it up, because in my mind I'm like, it wasn't about happening. I'm like, I was just talking to Bobby the day before, like, we are friends. Let's accept this. Let's move forward. But I think where he was hurt, and I accept where he was hurt when he said, "Oh, you did with another cast member, Cash." Cool.
And and y'all were both picked. He
Mind
both
you,
picked.
That's true, but Cash was always there. Like, there was in and out. It was a Cash. Like, he would listen, he would understand, he would hear, he would abide, he would sit back and just watch. He would be coherent. And I looked at that and I'm like, okay, cool. And in all honesty, it was never an animosity with Cash until the ex. So we'll get there soon.
We'll get there. So let's talk about reunion. So you and Cash have announced on finale day, right? All this stuff uproars on the internet. Like, y'all are the only Zoo show I know that's so relevant once the damn episode's in.
Right.
Like, just keep it going. So when you in the kitchen with Cash, you show Cash. You like, okay, he worried about the handler. He need to be worried about Cash.
And he was in Houston that time too. That was his birthday. It was October 29th. It was his birthday.
Mhm.
He came to Houston to celebrate with me. We had a wonderful time. I think that was the moment we really embedded in each other. We knew each other. We
So
understood.
this relationship was real. This relationship is not for attention
No, it wasn't for
because
attention.
okay.
It wasn't for attention at all.
I don't think that.
I
I'm
wasn't
just
expecting.
telling
We
you.
just wasn't expecting the limelight.
Mhm.
We wasn't expecting the limelight. We wasn't expecting others to really fall into place immediately. It was just
You know that was a gag. Like you know that
yes,
was a
But no, mind you, with Bobby's evil and vindictive, and I know him. He's always gonna want a one up. You gotta realize I've dated him. He wants a one up. So when he said that, oh bitch, you tried it, girl. You didn't even give me the opportunity to say I win. You didn't get the opportunity to realize, okay, Island Boy won the show. You automatically patting your fucking hard face. Oh, y'all, let me tell you, Island Boy. When you and I communicated that same morning, when you and I communicated the day before, your birthday was 3 days ago, you tell me what you wanted for other Balenciaga.
buy me some Balenciaga, y'all.
You told me what you wanted for Balenciaga. I send you the money on the Balenciaga for whatever the fuck you want on Balenciaga. I send you the money for your birthday. So when you say, oh, your rent, your this, your that, whatever you
Y'all have
want.
done things for each other.
Yes, when you whatever you wanted, and there was no 1,100. There was small. There's even though it may be small money to people,
Money's money.
and to him, money is money to me.
Mhm.
You understand, bitch? I was bitch $500, $600.
That's a lot of money.
You was getting 8, 9, 1,000, bitch.
Yeah, that's a
So
lot.
when you do all these things, I'm not gonna bring to the world what we embedded in our
Definitely true.
relationship, because this shit was real. It's not for television. You're giving me what people showed me on television, so I only can understand what you are accustomed to.
Mm-hmm.
You've been doing TV for years, so this is what you're accustomed to. So this is what you're gonna portray on television, offline and online,
Mm-hmm.
to get the status, to get the ratings, to get the clout.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care for the clout, because I would have still been in Houston, Texas, doing what the fuck I need to do.
And one thing I want to say, pause. I want to say that Island Boy act exactly like this off the show,
Yes.
alone. Except we done had long talks on the phone. Like
Yes.
literally, he acts exactly like this. So it's not a persona. It's literally just you.
It's me.
So in
me.
the Cash announcing a relationship with Cash, this is before the reunion. So once you go to the reunion, everybody doesn't exactly know there, but
'Cause
you guys know.
The reunion is already filmed.
Okay.
The reunion was already filmed before, they announced the finale. It was filmed the week before the finale. People did not know that. Me and Cass went into the reunion knowing we could have break it up. Zeus wanted us to break it up. That's the crazy part. Zeus, you embedded to Zeus. Welcome to Zeus. Zeus wanted us to break it up. I looked at Cash in the audience when we were at the finale.
He wasn't ready.
That's it. His mindset, he looked at me, he said, no, and I did this. Because he already knew, we was already in so much different things. Me and Bobby had already came into agreements on, like, I'm sorry, and I'm this, and Bakari's situation. It was just a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it was the time for us to say, hey, babe, let's come out. Let's talk about, us. Because there's so much more sentimental values and sentimental stuff that is happening with the cast and us, other than us coming out to break something up. So I don't look for the clout, I don't look for the fame, I don't look for none of that at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted everybody to just leave on one accord.
Okay, so let's talk reunion.
Yikes.
Reunion, we backstage.
Yikes.
They like, sorry, you still with Bobby?
The reunion, I was not still with Bobby. And that's because me and Bobby had already came into agreements. See, y'all have to realize the reunion is filmed months later.
Mm-hmm. After y'all have already went home, you've won.
Done the show. The show was done in July, guys. This is October, November.
So the boys, y'all have had time to build bonds.
We
And
built
that is
bonds.
what's going on here.
We built a relationship. So it wasn't a negative. Excuse me. It wasn't nothing negative. We built the relationship to learn one another.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, it was like, okay, who's for who? Who's writing for who? Who's gonna be for who?
Mm-hmm.
But with Bobby, it's like it shouldn't have been that. But you have to realize, Bobby, you did it.
I do feel like when you guys are on these shows, the EPs feel like they own your trajectory where you go after the show.
Yeah.
And I feel like they gotta let y'all take what you have gained from the show and like have your own. You and Cash. So you and Cash connected. Y'all went to the reunion. Y'all didn't exactly want to announce it at the reunion, but it ends up being announced the same day as the finale.
It did.
Okay. So at the reunion, how did you feel about the handler being brought to the reunion and like all that stuff going on where
I already knew that I was going to come to the reunion. Bobby told me.
Okay.
Bobby told me like a week before. He was still skeptical on thinking everything else, but he was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that.
And he doesn't know about Cash at this point.
He didn't know about the Cash at this point. But he did have an idea. I'm not going to lie to you. He did have an idea. After the reunion, he did have an idea because Bobby sent me like pictures of Cash hickey on his neck. And it was for me. You know, he knew, but he never paid no attention to it. And I looked at that and I said, okay, cool. And he keep talking about the handler. I was like, it's not the handler.
That you need to be worried about.
Stop worrying about the handler. It's not the handler. The handler been gone from September. Stop worrying about the handler. And his mindset was still on Davion. I'm like, bro, no, it's not Davion.
Okay.
So right there and then, I knew Bobby was lost. But after the reunion, he knew, like, okay, it's not the handler. What's going on? Like, who is it? And the minute he found it was Cash, bitch. It was a hell. It was a tornado in paradise.
So when you were crying at the reunion, the reunion was very emotional. So when you were crying and saying you apologized, I know y'all done had a couple of drinks and stuff like that, but that was genuine. You do apologize for hurting Bobby's feelings at that moment.
I did.
You feel like you broke Bobby Lytes' heart? You feel like the heart was in it?
Mind you, I did. Because I've never, like I said before, I'm going to hold what I said. Me knowing Bobby, me knowing what we've been through, me knowing everything we have embedded together, the good times, the bad, the happy, the sad. You know, in the moment, I really felt for him. I really felt bad. I really felt sorry because Bobby's a sweet person. I think people tend to look past of him as a celebrity because people tend to forget that he's only human.
But people tend to forget that everybody's human.
Yes, but he has feelings too. I'm going to talk about that. He has feelings too. So at that moment, I feel sorry because.
So the tears were real.
The tears. Oh, bitch! Girl, you never see me share a tear on television. And I love that. I literally share a tear. They talked about Trizzy. And everybody knows me and Trizzy are like this. We are like this. I'm going to bury him regardless. He lived longer than me or after me, bitch. I'm going to bury him regardless. He said, brother, that's not. He said, like, we knew everything was going to happen in the reunion. They knew that I wasn't going to be out with the handler. They knew I was going to be out much with Bobby. And I said, like I said before, I said, you got to do what you got to do. Only me and him know that. Only me and Trizzy knew that.
You didn't even have no conversation with the handler. I don't even think you were on the stage for that.
At all. So Trizzy knew what he needed to do. Bitch, if he come out of the pocket, bitch, hit him. Miss Bobby come out of the pocket, bitch, hit that hoe.
Save the veneers, save the EPs,
That's
honey.
So he knew what we had already arranged. You feel me? Even with Hot Wheels. When Hot Wheels came out with, I don't give a fuck, and out of this and out of that, Hot Wheels already knew, because they think, like, you ought to realize, Bobby said, Bobby, I'm Poppy, you can help me. Oh, he told Cash, I think you're going to have my back. He had already talked to so much different people to defend him. Because you already knew this bitch, it's going to be given. The reunion's going to be given.
So y'all knew when y'all went to the reunion, you and Bobby not on. That's why when he started, you look so cute. You like, don't be fake, because we not on that.
Don't do that. When you know, rerun right there, over there, who is not going to move? Bitch, no shade. Rerun had more makeup on than Bobby. Rerun had more makeup on than Bobby, bitch. I was like, okay, mama. You better go on.
They sitting?
Joanne Rivers. Bitch, she was fucking casket sharp.
I'm not playing with you.
He was casket sharp, bitch. I was like, okay, go. Bitch, and she didn't move. When he said Poppy, he got so excited.
I'm glad that y'all didn't fight again. We had enough of y'all. If she didn't,
Let a bitch move. I said, rerun.
Why did you fight Dimitri? What did Dimitri do?
Okay, so the day before, he talked about minorities.
Okay.
And he talked about, white privilege matter, but I'm not gonna be bothered by that. I'm in the Beverly Hills. They're beneath me. They're this. They're that. The cast is this. The cast is that. So I'm like, I'm gonna get you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we fought, because he felt he had higher authority. He felt as bitch. Who are you? You wear Forever 21. You so tall, but you travel the world. Bitch, I'm international. You can travel the world, bitch. I have 2 passports. Let's talk about it. But you say you go to this place, that place. I can do the same thing. Miss Bobby tried to throw it in my face. I can do the same thing, bitch. You came to my country, the Bahamas, where I'm originally from. I can go back there anytime. Mm-hmm. So when you do all this extra shit and make it feel like you're prestige or you're grand or you're that girl, bitch, you're not that girl.
So you was just trying to put him in his place.
You're not
just
that
show
girl.
what you are.
Just let you know exactly what it is, girl. You're not the girl. You're still fucking rocking a $12.99 Forever 21 tee, a $10.99 Forever 21 shorts, and a Pakistan fucking tennis.
He's not giving Skid Row. He's giving Rodeo Drive. And I just told him, I got nothing to say. Do you. They've been trying to eat me up lately. Okay.
Why?
You know. Everybody doesn't like what I have to say. Thank you.
Act the part.
Pretty. So let's talk about you and Cash. So you and Cash develop a relationship. You come to DC. Island Boy in DC. If you want to catch him in the street, look. If you want to see him, you want to autograph. Island Boy be in DC. So what has gone on with that? Are you and Cash together at this day and age while we sitting here together? Say what you got to say.
You want it?
Say if y'all are together or not.
Me and Cash are not together.
Okay.
Me and Cash are not together because Cash has a lot of things to Cash has a lot of things to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Cash has a lot of things to figure out. Cash has a lot of things to understand.
Okay.
I hate this moment.
It's okay. Island Boy and Cash are not together.
Let me tell you, I think.
But not on horrible terms.
We're not at all.
At all.
I think. You got to cut this and edit this part. This is the part I was like, ah. Right now, with me and Cash, to be honest with you, it's like me just focusing on me.
Mm-hmm.
Me focusing on Jameson, me focusing on Island Boy because of what you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Cash has a lot to deal with in the moment.
Okay.
You know, I'm not going to exploit his business
mm-hmm.
because of, I know what he's dealing with.
Okay.
If I ever love someone or ever care for someone, then I will definitely, try to reserve what I'm dealing with in the moment. But what I don't have respect for is the ex-boyfriend. When you already know something and when you already understand something,
mm-hmm.
it should be understood. I can't get mad at the ex-boyfriend, though, because it takes 2.
To tango.
It literally takes 2 to tango. So look, I don't know what Cash has been telling him or Cash has been feeding him, but Jameson, Island Boy, is not gonna be a part of it, especially when you do not look better than me.
Look, you ain't arguing with no bitch that don't look better than you. So,
bitch,
when Cash was here, he did tell me a little bit about the ex-boyfriend and stuff
me.
like that, about how that was him and Real's problem. So apparently the ex-boyfriend is a problem. No shade.
And there's no shade.
Mm-hmm, there's no shade.
There's no shade.
Because you can't expect to build new bonds and your ex be involved as well.
There. But the thing is, I can't get mad at that because
mm-hmm.
it's both of them. You feel me? I literally had to put my hands on the ex. And it wasn't my blood. Her.
Apparently I was there this night, y'all. I left too early.
You was there tonight. And it wasn't my blood. It wasn't my blood, bitch.
Okay.
You feel me? So it's like, you do the things to the magnitude when you already know. And I do not want y'all to cut this out. Don't cut this out for a can of pink, bitch. You are a DC bottom. You are a DC mattress. You are a shit in the pit. Niggas piss in your hole.
Jameson! Wait!
Let's talk about it, bitch. Let's talk about a wishing well. That hole. Let's talk about a fucking abracadabra. That hole.
I don't really know the ex. I'm not going to make him that relevant because he's not a cast member.
I have yet to call her. I have yet to call her name.
Exactly, but we're not going to make her that relevant.
I have to call that bitch name. She look like the equator. She look like a balloon. Bitch, I would not give that. Bitch, I would not give the whole that light.
Okay.
See, but at the same time, Cash already know what he was dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't know what situations they have together.
You can't expect for everybody to want to deal with that.
And I don't want to know.
Okay.
You feel me?
You entitled.
Cash have a life of his own, and homeboy have a life of his own. If you don't want to deal with it, you can easily leave.
Mm-hmm.
Point by period. You decided you want to sit in this situation, embedded in the situation, knowing that you know me and Cash is together, started fucking come between our relationship. You decided you wanted to put yourself at the forefront, bitch, and you didn't know who the fuck you was dealing with in the beginning. So now those stitches you have in your motherfucking head, you're gonna always remember Island Boy. Those 54 stitches you have in your motherfucking head, bitch, you're gonna always remember me. 5-4. So whatever you decide to deal with, good luck.
Okay.
But I'm not with it.
Okay, so we separated from Cash.
We're not together because when people talk about the voice note, I don't know if you're gonna bring that up, but I'm gonna talk about it.
Okay, I was going to ask you. You talked to Bobby after the breakup, right?
Definitely.
How do you feel about being recorded on a private phone call?
Honestly, it's Bobby.
Okay, so you're not surprised?
I'm not surprised.
Okay.
Bobby, you are fucking wrong on every level. You're wrong on every level because you knew what your intentions was.
Mm-hmm.
You knew every detail, every asset, every point you wanted to come across because in the voice note, I have you recorded. You wanted every benediction on Cash. And it's okay to have benediction on Cash, but Cash didn't do anything. Cash was only responding out of anger.
Mm-hmm.
Only responding to the fact that you got his page taken. And I got so upset because, like, come after me.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about me.
Because he's really hurt by you.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Each individual who have a problem with Cash, no, I'm sorry. Each individual who have a problem with Bobby is because of Bobby. No, excuse me. Nobody else has any issue or any problems with Bobby because of Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
And Bobby knew that. So when you do all this extra shit to make yourself feel relevant or to make yourself, feel vindicated, then, baby, you're wrong. Bobby, you're wrong. You're wrong on so many different levels. And then you spoke about somebody's health status.
It's okay. We talked about bringing awareness to people's health status. If I'm being honest, here at Henny with Dira, I don't care what y'all health status is. That's not my business. I ain't trying to out nobody's health status because that's y'all business, right? But we want to bring awareness. That's what we discussed we were going to do.
You know, it's so funny. I hate how you said that.
What you mean?
You don't want to bring you don't want to bring awareness to somebody else.
No, I said we don't want to out anybody. We want to bring awareness.
I'm trying to find it. Okay, let me bring awareness to this though, because to be honest with you,
I mean to the disease and all, not pinpointing who has what, but bringing awareness to the disease and all is what we discussed we were going to do.
Bitch, I'm so mad. Look for the voice don't send it to me right now.
Find his clip.
Listen. So, okay, let me tell you this. Let me talk on a different standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry for the world to see this right now, but let me talk on a different standpoint. A lot of people does not know the magnitude or the damage they bring to society when they speak on that stigmatism,
Mm-hmm.
HIV and AIDS. Let's talk about the 17, 18, 19-year-old who's trying to find themselves,
Mm-hmm.
who's trying to come on into light knowing that they are gay, knowing that this is a disease who might hurt your lifestyle, and you might not live for a longer period of time, or you may live for a longer period of time, but you're unaware of what's going on or what's going on in society. So for you to, Bobby and Amon, let me pinpoint to you guys. Y'all cackle about it. Y'all cackle about it because one, y'all want entertainment. Two, I don't know your status. Show it up. Show me your status. Amon, Bobby, show me it. Because the same generation you live in, we live in today. And the same 16, 17-year-old who is looking at you for a positive light will look at you and make them feel as if basically they cannot come out into the light because of what you said. Oh, house in Virginia, and you laugh about it. Girl, you've been in this lifestyle for so long. Do you really have it? We do not know because of what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's up to you to prove your status and prove your status. What's today's date? December 4th? Show me it December 4th and moving forward. You too, Amon, because you laugh about it. HIV is like a hiccup.
Mm-hmm.
You do not know who's going to get it, when they're going to get it, or how they're going to contract it. In the gay lifestyle, what we live in, people tend to be amused, be fun, be amazed. In fact,
Or tend to stick that with the LGBT community.
Big
when
fact.
Anybody can have it.
And they're infatuated by somebody who they like. Some people have one-night stands,
Mm-hmm.
and they do not know who has HIV or whatever the status is. But you still go off what you go off or what you like. So for you to express that and to even put a pause on that, to try to diminish Cash Light, I don't agree. Because honestly and truly, I don't not know what your status is. And honestly and truly, I do not know what Cash status is.
Okay.
I went off of the ex-boyfriend. It could be true. It could not be true. It could be a statement, whereas you want me to come out of the light. You want me not to be here because you want Cash for yourself. You know? So I do not know what's true. Because when Cash showed me the status of the STD and the panel of the extra shit, honestly, truly, everything was negative.
Okay.
On God.
And put that on wax. Everything was
So
negative.
when people talk about certain things, it's like, okay, but is it really true or not? But it really diminished your character when you spoke on somebody who you think may have a status, knowing that you may have the status too, knowing that everybody in the social light, 70% of the community has HIV. But they're so scared to speak about it because of the stigma.
The stigma. Mm-hmm.
We have in our lifestyle today. It's okay. But where you live, yes. I'm so more scared of cancer now than HIV. My sister died before I could have died.
I love this for you right now. I'm probably smiling at you very creepily, but I love the positivity. Like, yes, I love that.
To be honest with you, and my sister died from cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And she looked at me, she told me, she said, never, never eat all the plastic. And that hurt me because I did not know what she's going through. When she screamed, every time she screamed, because of the pain in her body, it reminds me of Trizzy.
Mm-hmm. Because he did say he did be in pain.
Nobody know the magnitude of the relationship me and Trizzy have together.
Mm-hmm. And his illness and everything that you're helping him through.
Illness I don't talk about because I know it stems from a deeper root.
Okay.
So I'm literally scared to even call that word.
So what do you feel about being attacked or those things being used in illnesses, immigration? You feel like, how do you feel about those things being used against y'all by somebody who brought y'all on TV?
You have to realize this is television.
So y'all supposed to let those things roll off?
No. You're never supposed to let the things fall apart. You got to realize this. People will try to destroy your character, diminish your character in any light.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have that platform to speak about it, or if you don't have that platform to even acknowledge what's going on, then your voice will never be heard. I think with that, it was just a stepping stone in my life to give other people the platform or to understand or to listen.
Mm-hmm. Or to advocate, or to anything.
Either,
Teach.
to realize that is more to life. I hate it. And I think there was nothing else in my life I would hate Bobby for except that. When you put somebody status out there, because Bobby, honestly and truly, baby, you can't breathe out your nose, baby. Girl, your
Okay.
nostrils sound like you have an infection. You sound
Y'all
like
and
no
these
shade, bitch.
drugs.
You talk like you have an infection. So what's really good? The mug shot from 2020 and 2022 looks totally different. You are fucking 10 times smaller. So when you talk about somebody fucking status, bitch, people will then turn around and talk about you.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't realize that in the moment. I'm on, just like, bitch. I looked at you years ago and I looked at you now, bitch. The only thing that's changed is your teeth.
I ain't got nothing to
So
say.
you do certain things for cloud, or you do certain things for the platform you have, but you don't worry about the 16, the 17, or the 18-year-old who's coming out in the lifestyle we live in.
And who'll be afraid?
Who's gonna be afraid to sustain those things, or even fucking embedding themselves in those things, because you know exactly what the fuck is going on. So, Mon, you know I do not give you credit for you to have the platform you have, and for you to do what you did, for you to entertain or cackalack with your motherfucking big pussy friend Bobby. Bitch, no.
No.
That got me on 10.
Okay.
You never worried about the younger generation, and that's it. You never worried about the younger generation. You worried about the clout and the platform you was gonna build, because you know it's gonna have more viewings, more followers, more people who's gonna view it. No, bitch. Worry about the younger generation who looks up to you. Worry about the younger generation who sees you on a bigger platform.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bobby, I have nothing to say about that girl laughing about it, kicking about it. Bitch, I cared for you. Yes, I did. But I don't like the life you're living in right now. You're a human.
Okay.
And what you're doing to people and diminishing their character is not right. Because now the world do not know if you have the house in Virginia or not. The world do not know. You said it. The only way I would know, if you show me a status today.
Okay.
November or December 6th or 7th, bitch. I don't want nothing before that. You and Amon.
And that's for him. He said that's for him. He want to know.
You exploit these people's status, bitch. I can sue you.
And because it was your voice, it's like it's on you
too.
too.
For people's health, because my lover and I never discussed on anything
About y'all statuses.
Right. So you bringing it to the world and kicking about it, bitch. I can sue you, and they know I can sue you. You and Amon.
For being recorded and...
You and Amon.
Okay.
No shade.
Okay. Let him know.
And listen to me.
Look into the camera.
Listen to
Let him know.
Listen to me when I motherfucking tell you something is coming.
Okay.
Because y'all took this for a game. It's not the defamation of a character. It was on both ends. You got to realize the health status is a different jurisdiction. And y'all tapped in to the different jurisdictions. So now you're going to pay the price for what the fuck you did. You dealt the cards, and I'm only going to play the cards you dealt. Good luck.
Good luck. Okay. Let's wrap it up.
Next question.
So, we got like 4 more minutes, 3 more minutes. Okay. So, I want to know what's next for Island Boy. What do you plan on doing? Tell me what you're getting into. What's next?
Yikes. Island Boy has so much going on. I have so much going on. I didn't want to. BET Plus.
Okay.
Hopefully VH1. A talk show, pertaining to me. Modeling, definitely.
Definitely modeling.
New York Fashion Week in February. I have so much different things that's going on
Invite me.
at the moment. Workouts.
Trainings.
I have my training.
Mm-hmm.
My training program that's going in DC right now. I really started to move in that light until other things happened, until other things shake. You know, Zeus, they have me again.
Okay, okay. Is it how? Is it Bad Boys? Is it Bad Boys?
I'm not gonna talk
Okay,
about
looking
that.
forward to seeing you.
But Zeus have me again.
I love
and
that.
it's exciting. There's a lot of things that is exciting. You know, I'm just trying to find out, my niche. Find out where Jameson stands, Island Boy stands. And, the relationship with me and Cash, I do not know.
That could go.
You never know
Anyway.
where it can go. He has to find himself. But I cannot wait around picking lemons when I could be picking roses.
Pick the roses, sweetie. I know that's right.
So whatever he decides, I didn't say or not guaranteed I'm going to still be here. Because our relationship was real. We embedded in our relationship. I loved him dearly. I get him. I understand him. I understand the route. I just don't understand the mattress bottom.
Okay.
That's it. We moving forward. It is what it is. My life is on the up.
And I see that.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for you.
I'm excited
because
I'm happy.
Genuinely knowing you and genuinely getting to know you, I know that like you just want to be you. Right. And I love that. So tell the people why you chose to give me the tea, and then we're going to wrap this up.
Guy, come closer to me.
Oh, my God, Jameson.
Nah. The reason I decided to give you the motherfucking tea is because you have tuned in from day one. From the opening prayer to the benediction, this bitch has been doing it.
Yes, I have.
You have yet to stop what you're doing.
Consistency is key.
I really see you the next Hollywood Unlock. I really see that because it's like, even though you have your brand, you have your platform, you have never neglected who you are. You kept the same energy. And that's hard to find in the environment or the industry we live, knowing that people tend to have the different perception after hearing somebody else's story.
Mm-hmm.
You was with Cash the other night.
That's my boy.
But at the same time, you knew you had an interview with me.
I never said nothing.
And you never said anything.
This my job.
Girl, I'm gagging.
This my job.
I'm gagging.
This my job.
I'm gagging. Because you knew the ins and outs of both of us. And you never said anything, so I can respect that.
Thank you.
A lot of blogs tend to
be biased.
And then our people's situation. You remind me of a Wendy Williams. Like, bitch, I know your tea, bitch, but I'm going to talk your tea, bitch. I'm going to talk the shit when you talk it. I'm going to say it when you say it. So, for me, if I see this interview 4 years later, it's another Wendy. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm not playing with you. Okay. All right. So I hope that y'all got everything y'all wanted to hear. Okay. I hope y'all got everything y'all wanted to hear and y'all wanted to see. I thank you so much for coming here. I love your personality. I love everything about you. And I can't wait to recap the shows you're on in the future, because I know you're going on to do very many more shows in reality TV.
Pray for that.
Give them one last secret and then let's roll out.
The secret is y'all can find me actually on my booking page. Y'all have all my extra, my IG, my Instagram. Y'all have my bookings. Y'all have my fucking what is it? Snapchat. I'm gonna be in New York for New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So all my New Yorkers,
holla at.
No. Listen to say, this bitch is on fire.
I am not playing. That is not the song. You were supposed to sing City of Gods. New York City.
New York City. Fuck that. I'm gonna be in New York though.
I can't stand his ass.
I'm gonna be in New York, and mind you, whoever booking. Okay, I have a booking in New York. So shade.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna be the booking at 12:15 because I have to see the balloon drop.
Cause you never seen that.
I did.
You have?
I did.
All right.
But
he'll be at the booking at 12:15 because he got to watch the ball drop at 12.
That's on that. But we'll be in New York. New Year's. I'll be in New Jersey on the 13th.
Okay.
I'll be in Philly on the 29th.
Bookings on bookings on bookings. Book him.
I'll be in New Orleans on the 13th of February for the Mardi Gras. So yeah, we're busy. Mind you, there's nothing else I have in mind except moving up from here. My relationships between each and every one of them has been a roller coaster. It has taken a cost, and it's time for me to move on. I'm not mad about anything.
Do your big one. And you've been very quiet lately. Do
I
your
haven't-
big one and focus on you. I feel like
I think that's a goal.
I think that's the goal. And can we call you Jameson and not Island Boy, or you going by both? Track Boy
It
Jameson.
doesn't matter.
Whatever they call you, pay me, book me.
It do-
Pay you,
Pay
book
me, book me.
Per.
You said she does.
All right, that's for the second episode.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I love you guys.
And Zeus Network T ain't gonna eat this
Not
up.
all, bitch. And
Mayor,
It's done.
wait, Mayor, get my angles. When you
Get a picture. Get a picture. Get a picture. Get it. 0245.
No, we not done yet. When you get Zara, when you put this on Zeus Network, Mayor, when you put this on Zeus Network T Inc., make sure you get my good clips. But he always does. Thank you, and we're out.